Natalia Perez, Real 92.3, Big Boys Neighborhood.
Hey!
Your family there.
That's right,
I know.
Big Boy.
Yeah,
That's
when I was leaving, he was like almost disappointed that he wasn't going to be a part of this.
He should be disappointed. Would you come and hang out with me?
I know. So I gotta say, you created a ride, because my friend that I went with, we're sitting there, and the first time they hit the NOS, I kid you not, from the corner of my eye, she goes,
wow.
And she was pushing back, and
Wow.
I was like, that's what this is. You created a ride with so many emotions. People are cheering, they're laughing,
Wow.
they're crying.
Right.
Was that a lot of the emotions that went through creating this film?
You know what? We wanted to create a ride. We wanted to take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the story's different, so you're going to get a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
And of course, it's Fast and Furious, so you're going to get a ride. Somebody actually compared it to Magic Mountain earlier.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Magic Mountain with a little emotion, a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun. If you want to have a lot of fun for a couple hours, this is the movie to see. And, you know, in terms of the process, you know, it took a lot to make. You know,
Yeah.
shooting in Iceland, Cuba, New York, and a few other, you know, special locations. The process was challenging, but it was so worth it.
Tell me about shooting in Cuba, because I was so jealous. Like, how
You
long
should-
were you guys? How long were you guys there, and how important was it for you to show their car culture?
Well, you know, opening the movie in Cuba was part of the reason why I wanted to do it. You know,
Yeah.
besides the fact that the story's really strong, there's no better place, I think, on planet Earth in terms of just American muscle cars
Yeah.
and just, you know, just vintage cars. It's Cuba. You know, you can barely find that many American cars from the 50s here in the
Yeah.
United States. So it just seemed like a very organic way to open it. I always say that Cuba feels like a standing work of art, you know, just the history
Yeah.
and to be able to combine the history with the car culture, with our car culture in this movie and this franchise was absolutely perfect. And I think people, if they want to experience taking a trip outside of, you know, United States, Cuba is the place to go. In our movie first, and then go visit it after you see it.
How did you prepare yourself? Because this cast has created a family within themselves,
Sure.
and they've experienced, you know, the triumphs and the tragedies. How did you go in wanting them to trust you and be their leader?
Well, you know what? I knew and had worked with most of the cast already. Charlize and Jason Statham on the Italian Job. Then I directed with Amanda Part. I mean, I can just go down the list.
Yeah.
You know, I know Tyrese and Ludacris already from just, you know, being around the industry and stuff like that. So there was always, there was already somewhat of a shorthand kind of walking into it. But I respected the fact that this is a franchise that's been around for 15 years plus. And so I'm the new guy. So I'm a professional, and although I have relationships with, you know, half the cast, I came in with a very specific thing in mind, and that's how can I take it to the next level? How can I make sure I'm getting the best performance out of you? And although we may have a relationship, I'm gonna focus on telling the best story and making the best movie.
I love that. Real quick, most wanted list. Do you rank higher or lower than Tyrese?
What do you mean?
Like, he's 11. He's an 11 in the film.
Oh.
Where would you put you? Just for fun.
In terms of where do I rank?
Yeah. Where would
Compared to who?
To yourself.
I don't know, man.
Or compared to Tyrese.
You know what's really funny? I'm so used to watching people. I'm not used to being watched. I couldn't rank myself if I tried, to be honest with you.
I think you're pretty badass. So.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
congratulations. It was so good. A lot of fun.
Thank you. Could you spread the word for me?
It's, yeah.
Thank you.
It's going to be easy. Trust me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
Big
you
boy,
so
where
much.
you at?